Hello there, this is Craig, and this is another mindfulness podcast. The theme of this one is curiosity and loving kindness. This is another one in a series of podcasts that I'm doing, so I hope you're finding these useful. Curiosity is kind of looking at the world with more of an adventure, more of a sort of playful way. So there's always two ways of looking at something. Um, and we have our ego mind, that is the thing that resists what is going on in the moment. And as soon as we go into our ego mind, we resist the moment and we leave the present moment. And we go into our head and we start to think about things that we're not liking, or things that we're judging, things that we're maybe wanting to change. And that's one way of looking at life. And you find that people who do that tend to have more emotional disturbances. There's a constant worry for some. There's this looking to the future to try and make things better, or to resolve what's going on right now, or there's maybe things that you're wishing for that aren't in your life at the moment that you would long for. And all of this is thinking away from the moment, and can lead you to have emotional disturbances. So the other way of looking at life is using curiosity. So the same person could be, for example, in a queue, on a traffic jam on a motorway, perhaps. I'm giving this as an example. And so the non-curious person would be in their head worrying about it, going, I can't believe I'm stuck in traffic. I was already late to a meeting. Woe is me. I'm in my ego and I'm not happy, and I'm judging this traffic jam. This is annoying me. It's disturbing my inner peace. This is stressing me out. That's one way of looking at it. The curious person would look at the traffic and be like, oh, okay, so I am in traffic. I accept that I'm in traffic. I wasn't expecting this today, but it's here, and so I am accepting it. And I wonder why. Normally at this time on this road, it's clear. Wonder if there's been an accident, or I hope no one's suffered. I hope no one's crashed their car, or hurt themselves in this accident. So you see straight away that a curious person is not thinking about themselves or their woe. They're actually looking outward, and actually there's some kindness there. There's a bit of compassion, because they're more concerned about someone else suffering through a traffic accident than their own plight of being stuck in the traffic. So you can apply this kind of curious mind to everything in your life. You find that if you're getting annoyed or you're getting uncomfortable with something, that it's really lovely to be curious about it. Why am I getting annoyed over this? What is this? What is going on for me? All these emotions that come up are signals from your body to help you. They're not enemies. They're not there to make you feel more stressed. They're there to guide you, to rebalance you, to bring you back to yourself through the present moment, through your kindness of these emotions, through your awareness of what is going on. By giving your annoyance kindness rather than constantly thinking about or blaming something for it, you're letting go of that and coming back to the feeling itself. Something I discussed in my Sitting with Emotions podcast. You're transforming your annoyance into something else. And the curiosity, the kind of sense of adventure, the interest of why things are happening, is a really powerful thing to be doing, because nothing then is a threat to you. Everything that comes in your life is just coming up in your life, and Sometimes we see repeated patterns. We see that we get annoyed a lot, perhaps, or we're in our heads a lot thinking about the future or the past, and there may be certain issues in the past that we cling on to and we hold on to. And so you're beginning to get more of an understanding about yourself and how you tick. And that's really great, because once you've seen with your awareness, with your consciousness, what's going on, your body and mind actually work together to solve the problem for you without you even having to think about it. You're annoyed at something, but you be with your annoyance and you breathe with it. You're not fixing the annoyance, you're just comforting the annoyance. It's like you're sitting with a young child, giving the child a hug. You're not telling the child what to do. You're not telling them to run away. You're with the child. You're with your emotion, and it transforms. Your presence and your acceptance of things that come your way is amazing what happens, because everything then changes and shifts, and it coalesces back into the void, if you like. You're annoyed 1 minute and then it's gone somewhere else, and you're left with a peacefulness. You're left with your centered self, if you like, your higher self. You're left with your tuned in body. You are one with the world. So it's curiosity that can often lead us away from negative thinking. And the more you practice curiosity, the more it gets embedded into your mind, the more it's a normal thing for you to to become curious about. It's a fascinating way of looking at things, and it can really change how you see the world. So, in order to be curious, though, you do need a certain level of self-love in yourself. If you aren't aware of what you're doing, or what your emotions are doing to you, or what your thinking is doing to you, then you're running around on autopilot. You're not aware, you're not conscious, and so when you're not in consciousness, your subconscious is ruling, and it basically um, just performs its function of you doing the same things that you've always done. So there's certain traits that you will always be annoyed at, or certain traits that you will always be anxious about. And you're practicing them very well because your subconscious is practicing them for you. So it's really good to come into consciousness so that you can choose what you want to do. And obviously, being with the feelings is not feeding them, it's transforming them so they don't get stronger in the future. In fact, your future starts to change. But we need a certain level of awareness, a certain level of mindfulness. And mindfulness, by being mindful, you give yourself kindness, because you're in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, there is no thought, there is just reactions to what is happening. Whether you're looking at a lovely sunrise and you're going, what a beautiful sunrise, you're reacting to the sunrise in the moment. Or, someone's talking to you and you're noticing that you're getting annoyed because that person's saying something that you disagree with, or don't like. So you notice the annoyance and you get curious about that, and it's like, well, okay, I'm annoyed. Interesting. I'll breathe with that. Let me see if I can come back and really listen to this person. Let's not go into my head and start judging or analysing this person. Let's really hear. Let's really listen. And we'll cover mindful communication in a later episode. So curiosity and kindness is the mantra for your life, and if you can be kind, it's never wasted. Start with yourself, and we'll do a meditation just now to give ourselves some kindness. And when you're feeling kind and mindful, you tend to look at other people's points of view. You tend to see things with more clarity. You stop thinking about yourself and your own worries, you kind of realize that there's something bigger than just you, and that if you give yourself peace and give yourself calmness, that ripples out into the world around you, and all the people around you will notice, and you're affecting their energy as well for in a more positive way than if you were stomping about and being huffy puffy and being fed up with yourself and beating yourself up or beating other people up. It's yeah. So let's have a go. We'll do a meditation just now. So I will hit my wee bell to begin. So just relax, just get comfortable where you are. Close your eyes if you like, and we'll begin. So just to start, just focus on your breath. Just notice your in-breath and your out-breath. And really feel the air as you breathe in. And really feel the air as you breathe out. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. And just get a sense of how you're feeling in this moment. Just feel the chair that you're sitting on, ground under your feet. And just take a deep breath, just really fill your body with air. Really following the out breath. And as you breathe in, just visualize your breath being a wave of kindness entering your body. Sometimes you can visualize this as a white light, but whatever way you envision it is fine. And just breathe that kindness inward, filling your whole body with compassion. And just notice how that feels. And just smile, just notice what it feels like to smile. Notice if you struggle to smile. Maybe there's something you're still clinging on to. Breathing in, smiling. Breathing out, kindness. Just visualize things that you've done in the past where you have been kind, where you have helped people. You'll find there's probably quite a few moments of that. And also visualize people who have helped you in the past. There may be numerous people. And just visualize them resending that kindness to you right now. So you bathe in their kindness, and you bathe in your own kindness. Sometimes just remembering these times will bring you back to our inherent goodness, that we're all humans, we're all trying to be kind. Sometimes we just get lost along the way in our thinking. So just continue to focus on your breathing, visualizing your breath as kindness, breathing in kindness, breathing out kindness. And then just when you're ready, just gently come back to your space and open your eyes if they were closed. So hopefully that was just a few minutes of kind meditation to yourself and thinking of other people who were kind to you, and it's really lovely to sink into that at times, because it does rebalance you and refocus you into the fact that we're all doing our best and that we're all suffering in our own way. When people are angry or annoyed or frustrated, any emotion like that, they're not in the present, they're in their heads thinking about possible futures or difficult pasts. And so people who aren't in the moment aren't conscious, particularly their subconscious is ruling them. And if their past was quite traumatic or quite difficult, then also their future will be the same if they're, you know, subconsciously dwelling on these things. So, so be curious about what emotions come your way. Give them kindness. Accept everything. If you're annoyed, you're annoyed. If you're anxious, you're anxious. You don't need to think about your anxiety or worry about it. You are anxious. So breathe with the anxiety and let it come and go in each moment, just like your breath, just like clouds changing in the sky. And you'll find that things won't be so frightening for you, you're learning. Every emotion you get is a learning. There's a gift attached to all of them. You find once you've recognized the gift and you've transformed the emotion, that all of a sudden things that you were fearful about in the past become less fearful for the future. And you find that you're moving somewhere different. You're changing your being. You're starting to have more acceptance of life and what comes, and that's really wonderful. You'll find your resilience is improved, and your trust in the future is improved. Even with an uncertain future, you can have a trust that the future will be okay. And if you deal with the present moment okay, then your present leads to your future. So take care of the here and now. Notice when you're disturbed in the here and now, or you're worried about something in the here and now, and come back to the now and breathe and be and enjoy the sun and the birds, and enjoy your time, because now is the only time we have. So, thank you for listening. That's another podcast. So, there'll be more of these as always. So, thank you for listening, and I will speak to you again soon.